Hello and welcome to the Understanding Narcissists YouTube channel. Thanks for joining. And this episode is going to be a little question that kind of popped into my head last night. Because it's a weird sensation you get around narcissists. And it's kind of like, can narcissists read your mind? Now, of course, no, they can't. They can't read your mind. But why does it feel like they can read your mind? What are they picking up on? What level of communication? What is the secret, so to speak? What is the vault that they're, of your mind that they're getting into, and how are they doing it? How do they understand what you're thinking or feeling, how you're going to respond, and how do they track you so well emotionally? And that's the key word here, emotional. Why are they so able to pick up on that? Well, let me say in short, I don't know. But I think I have an idea, and it might be a viable idea. It might explain why, but I'm not sure that it does yet. Narcissists can be developed intellectually to where they still have the same kind of reasoning capabilities that we do. They do. But the emotional capabilities are not there. So a lot of the things that cause us to do what we do and that allows us to, say, be strong and exhibit strength and say our love for others and things like that, the things that drive us, they do not have. So it really becomes, their logical capabilities as people are really used as parlor tricks to impress others or really get what they want emotionally. It's all used for that purpose. And I know some behavioral psychologists and thinkers think that about us as well. A lot of our intellectual capacities are used to just simply win arguments, to simply make us feel secure in ourselves or organize well with others. It's a cool idea. I'm not sure how accurate it is. I think there is something to be said, though, about narcissists as babies and their lack of emotional development. That keeps them very close to what I kind of call the emotional undercurrent, which is really the stream that they use to communicate on. It's really the channel, how they make you feel things, bad things mostly, and transmit bad feelings to you. They're able to pick up on things at a very infantile level. They're very close to that. It's like you're the caretaker and they are the infant. And they're able to tell when you're dangerous for them, and they're able to tell when you will take care of them and when you're good for them. At the same time, they're able to manipulate it and read it in such a way as to know how you're feeling in that particular moment. Because it's not experience. Narcissists, they have experience, they can learn things, but they don't, and maybe they refine their methods, but the basic core problem stays the same as when they were little. It's the same thing. I don't think they really get, they're not able to, fortunately, they're not able to learn and acquire more information to become better at being narcissistic. It's really just a condition. It's not something that you can logically go about learning and acquiring like a skill. Not that they can't get better at manipulating people, but the basic core problem is there. It's kind of like how no matter how smart a narcissist is, they're still a narcissist. They're still damned. So it doesn't really help them in a great way. It allows them to, again, use intellectual means to facilitate their emotional needs from others, what they need others to be able to do for them. But it's not something that changes them being narcissists or allows them to in any way transcend their limitations or recover from whatever's wrong. There's nothing like that. It's not going to make them not narcissistic. They're still going to be narcissistic, in some ways more narcissistic than ever. Because narcissists who are good at being narcissists aren't really good for themselves, and so when they are successful at manipulating people and they're good at it, because some are better than others, it's not good for them. it doesn't help them. In fact, if anything, it kind of just perpetuates the problem, and then they need more. It definitely is a void that needs to get filled, and it is impossible to fill it. The actual thing they need, they themselves cannot provide. They can only aggravate the problem more. Because what they really need, I guess, is that stimulation to become adults and to grow up and mature, but it's too late. They don't have that, so they're stuck in that infantile and really malformed state, that mental state that they're in. Now, is there a physiological basis for it? Yes, I think so, but again, I'm not really competent to sit and talk about that, and I don't know that it would be terribly useful to you. But I'm certain there's definitely something there with the emotional undercurrent and their manipulation of it, how they're able to communicate with you in such a way as to make you feel something, and you can't point your finger at them. Maybe it has to do with something they said, but it's even more than what they said or even how they said it. It's much deeper than that. These very primal emotions of shame and guilt and feeling bad about yourself that they really rely on, they use on you to get you to do what they want. And I think it has to do with that baby and caretaker, baby and parent relationship. I think that they're somehow able to retain that. And so they are always the victim. They're always at a disadvantage. And they feel that way. Even though the illusion is that they're extraordinarily competent, mature, and wonderful people, and nothing can bother them, they're still able to tap into this. They don't understand it. They don't necessarily feel it in its glory, its breadth. They don't understand those full range of emotions, but they do understand those primal ones, because I think that's what they're really feeling. I think they're feeling that fear. I think they're feeling that vulnerability. And then that, as I've heard it described, the anger and the rage that babies feel when you don't take care of them. Because they are entitled to being taken care of. They come into this world and you have an obligation. They are so fragile and they are so vulnerable, they need caretakers. They're not like a lot of other mammals, and how it takes a long time. They're very fragile. And to be able to develop properly, they need that level of attention and care and love that the narcissist simply didn't get, but they're still waiting for it. They're still in that state. And they're not aware of it, but that's still what's going on. So that would be my somewhat rough explanation of it. It's not comprehensive in any way, but it's definitely, there's something there. And I think that might be a good path to go down to figure out, what are they doing? How are they so adept at manipulating us and emulating an understanding of our emotions, but actually understanding them to such a degree that they can manipulate us with them? Emotions that they don't admit to, but they feel. But then we have to be kind of the conduits or the surrogates to feel those emotions for them. I hope you like this video. Like it if you do. Share it with somebody you think might benefit from it. Comment in the comment section below, and I will see you on the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye.